Alright, so let's go ahead and hit reset over here and go up into the inspector, and you can clear these keyframes by hitting this little arrow button right there. So we get rid of that keyframe and position keyframe. Yeah, everything's gotten rid of. So we're just back to a clean image with no keyframing on it. So let's take a look at retiming. Let's say we wanted to retime this clip, make it go faster or slower. You do have up over here this little drop down menu. You have all your retiming options over here. But I like to rather use the Command R shortcut. This creates this little green enclosure over your clip, where now the simplest thing to do is you can literally drag right over here, elongate it for slow motion, make it shorter for faster motion. As you can see over here, we can speed this up to, let's say, around 300 something percent. You hit play. A lot faster. But if you go ahead and stretch that out like that, well, now we got
Do you want a coffee?
Do you want a coffee? Now, if we go over here to this little triangle drop down, we can click that, go back to normal, so it's back to 100%. And you can go with some fast options with some slow options, and you can click on custom right there. This is where you can put it into reverse if you would so like, and also set a more specific speed or even duration. Now go ahead and hit Command Z to put that back into the normal positioning. And if you go up over here, click on this drop down, you'll see that you get more options. You get the slow, the fast, the normal again. Hold is essentially for doing audio holds at the end of audio tracks. Blade speed over here is if you wanted to cut this top retiming zone over here. So now you can drag that to the left, make this section faster, and then it'll slow back down into normal over here. Now you also can reset speed over here. You can employ a shortcut for that. Automatic speed is for if you've shot something at 120 frames per second. Click on this, it'll automatically play all those frames, causing it to go into slow-mo. Then you have your speed ramps, you have your instant replay, which you can do. And if you come down over here, you see I have different options for video quality. I like to actually go with optical flow. This is using an algorithm to draw new frames, where frame blending is more using the frames before and after where you are to basically just blend them together. It's usually not as good of a quality. Also in the settings, you can preserve the pitch. So if you are making the video longer or shorter, but you don't want the audio to sound like either Mickey Mouse or a slow down record, you can click that and it'll help with that. The last thing I want to point out is that when you have different speed ramps within the same clip like you do over here, if you want to change not the speed over here to the left, but the position in which the speed changes from 152% to 100%, you would simply double click on this guy right over here, and you would go with source frame edit. Now this little icon pops up. Moving this to the left or to the right is now changing where exactly in the clip the retiming begins and changes. Double click that again out, and you'll see that is now the new position where the clip stops playing in fast motion and starts playing in normal speed. Now you can also grab and drag these handles over here to basically elongate the length in which the speed is faded from this speed to that speed.